Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you again to another nice time meeting every one of you again. And for every one student, one learner, and individual that has been following us on our social media platforms, I want to appreciate you for doing business with the brand. And I want to say thank you for learning with us at Growing Up NG. I want to say thank you again. And today you will be introducing another aspect of tech to you in this podcast of today. And we'll be talking about business analysis. And it's a bit long series, but we'll take it in beats. I'll do more of introduction today and a little give a little background on what business analysis is all about. So I want you to stay tuned and just follow on all our social media platforms on Facebook, on TikTok, and on WhatsApp, and even on Tube, so you get to see updates. And don't forget to subscribe also to these channels, so you can always get updates when we make new videos and upload on our platforms. I want to especially invite you again to be a part of all our programs. We'll be having series of master classes. We're having series of teachings and webinars and even seminars that will be ongoing. So I want to use this platform before we kick off to tell you to be a part of the family, to be a part of this learning family, so you could win. And like our name says, the winning of, so we win as tech flyers, we win in the tech space, and we're all winning in life. And I'm going to be encouraging you again to follow this series. It will be very, very engaging, interesting, enlightening, and you learn a lot. And you might even, I don't want to say might, I want you to be encouraged to delve into business analysis. It's a nice aspect. And let's go for a ride. I'll be sharing my screen quickly. So, with be in tune with what I'll be saying today is going to be a nice time because I really enjoy talking about business analysis and everything that has to do with analysis. Because in no time, already at this point in time, this is already one of the most viable aspects of tech, where people, industries, individuals looking for people who would help them solve problems. And I want to introduce you to these subjects of business analysis. So just the introductory slide. How we'll be doing today it's major bullet points, and I want you to stay tuned and let's start now. The introduction to business analysis. And our table of contents are some of the things we'll be talking about. I'll introduce you to business analysis, you get the overview of business analysis, talk about the principles, the methodologies, and then we talk about requirements, planning and management, enterprise analysis. Then we'll go further on to requirement analysis, and we'll define designs. Then solution evaluation, techniques, and tools that are honed and used by business analysts for the analysis and to do their job, the daily job. Then talk about the main knowledge, business analysis, planning and monitoring, communication skills. How do you communicate? What are the things? How do you bring out your prescribed solutions, the needs and the solutions you already attained? How do you sell this to your stakeholders? How do you sell this to your employers? How do you sell this to customers? How do you sell it to every entity who is impacted, will be impacted, might be impacted by that program, by that process, by the requirement, then by the products you're designing or you're meant to work on as a business analyst? Then also talk about how to professionally develop yourself in the career as a business analyst. We'll talk about that and so much more that we're talking about in this series. So quickly, let me introduce myself again. I'm Sunday Uwe. I'm a business analyst, and I want to talk about business analysis. Oh, you know there now, and this is something I'm passionate about. So, what is business analysis? What is business analysis? Now, business analysis is the practice of enabling change in an enterprise, in an organization, in a business by defining needs. Please underline that word needs, and then recommending solutions that will deliver value to stakeholders. Two things are paramount here, key here, needs and value. And business analysis enables an enterprise to articulate its needs and the rationale for change and to design and describe solutions that can deliver again value. Now, just like every professional body, where you see the accountants, they have in Nigeria, I think they have the ANAN, then globally we have the ICANN, then we have those who are specialized in some domains as regards in accounting. So we'll talk about domain knowledge. You get to understand what I'm saying now. In accounting, you see those who are public accountants, certified public accountants. You see those who are into financial accounting and the like. So and become financial analysts. So we have a body called the Bible, and that's the is a book. These are tenets. These are law. So that book holds everything we do. We talk about in business analysis. That's our creed. And we have a body also called the IABA, the National Institute of Business Analysts, and we work strictly with the Babok Guide, and the Babok means Business Analysis Book of Knowledge. And this book emphasizes that business analysis is a discipline that involves eliciting and managing requirements, talk about requirements, identifying problems, proposing and evaluating solutions, and then ensuring that the results of these analyses are communicated in a clear and effective manner. In essence, business analysis is a problem-solving process that involves critical thinking, creativity, analytical thinking, analytical skills that helps to identify opportunities to create value and then drive organizational improvement. So the emphasis is this, that as a business analyst, or when you want to come into business analysis, you want to transition into business analysis, you are coming in as a change maker, a process improver, a product improver. You're coming as someone who will meet, exceed the requirements, manage the requirements that will be given to you by an entity, by an enterprise, by stakeholders, by an employer. So when you bring this to you, you use your analytical skills to get to identify the problems, to be a problem that has to do with processes, a problem that has to do with probably deployment of a particular product, a problem that has to do with requirements, designs. So when you come into a place, when you come into an organization, when you transition now into business analysis, these are some of the things that will become your daily dose and your daily job. You'll be involved in managing requirements, identifying problems, proposing and evaluating solutions to do two major things. One is to satisfy needs and also to deliver value. To deliver value. Now, who is a business analyst? A business analyst is a professional who works with organizations, who work with enterprises to help them identify their business needs. And then you recommend solutions to improve processes. You recommend solutions that will improve operations and systems. A business analyst can also work as an intermediary to form a bridge between the management, the customers, and internal departments of an organization like the IT department, who are majorly into development. And we work as a cross-functional entity. A business analyst does that. The job is to engage different persons, different people. You work with different departments. You work with the product managers. You work with the product owner. In most cases, you work with those in all departments. Most especially when you're doing you're trying to elicit to get requirements, to gather information. So the cross-functional nature of business analysis can never be overemphasized. That is what we do. That's where we draw our strength from. That's where we draw our skill from. That's where we draw our importance from. And a business analyst relies on analytical and critical thinking skills to gather, and then you analyze data. When you're faced with data, you're faced with a problem, what you do first as a business analyst is to brainstorm. You crack your heads, you rack your brains. You meet with these teams, you meet with your co-analysts, you're not the only one there. And then you think, what do we do? Then you go gather information or data, then you analyze this data or information, then you create models, readable, understandable models, diagrams, and documents that will help increase your rate at which you want to provide these solutions. This could be the results of your analysis. And business analysts work strictly with stakeholders to develop actionable requirements. Requirements that would work, that must work, that would provide value that's needed, the required value that will meet the required need. So summary and in summary, a business analyst is that person, is that professional who helps organizations to plan. So you're a planner, you're so important to the organization. You help them manage. You help them formulate processes. And then you execute products and projects. And you do so analytically by drawing informed decisions from the data you've analyzed. And you make these decisions become viable things that will help the business and the institution to grow, while you provide value to the various stakeholders, to the persons that will be impacted by a product or can impact a product. Those are your stakeholders. These are the persons we call stakeholders. Now, there are basic concepts, key concepts that we work with as business analysts that makes all the processes, whatever we do as business analysts, to come out so strong, so we could deliver that value, that exact value that is needed to be delivered for your organization. And one of those key concepts, one of the key things we do, not like I said earlier, all we do is all about analysis. We make analysis, we draw informed business decisions from data that we've analyzed, and We critically think on these things and then provide solutions so we could meet the needs and the values, the value of our stakeholders. So one of the things we do is what we call the stakeholder analysis. Here we get to identify and understand who are the key stakeholders, who are the persons that or in a line of reporting could be reported to, those who are responsible for a tax, those who will be accountable for the tax, those who will be informed in our processes, and those that will be consulted in our processes. I just talked about the RACI matrix now. We'll get to learn more about that in subsequent series. So just keep stay tuned to my channel. So talking about the stakeholder analysis, here we just identify and understand our stakeholders, the persons that can impact our business, our products, what have you, or could be impacted by the business, the process, the system, or the product. And this could include, not just could, includes your customers, we have the employees, even the employers, we have the suppliers, we have the shareholders, we have external factors or bodies like your say government agencies and the likes. So all these are stakeholders. So while you do your job, while you're trying to perform your analysis, before you go deep into anything, one of the most important things as a business analyst, as we do in business analysis, is to carry out in-depth stakeholder analysis. We'll get to know those that must be talked to. Who are those? Who are the power brokers? We'll talk about the influence grid, power and influence grid. Who are those that could put a halt to your job, to your processes, to what have you? Who are those that I need to satisfy with my designs, with my solution, with my requirements? Who are those that will have to give me the go ahead? Who are those that I'll have to consult? They could be subject master experts. So we have to identify key stakeholders in the business we're working with that could impact the processes we're trying to formulate. Then we also talk about one of our concepts in business analysis is business requirements. Yeah, as a business analyst, what we do is to describe the needs or the objectives that a solution must meet to address a business problem or an opportunity. For example, let's take a retail company, for example. Probably the company wants to increase customer engagement, and they're looking for ways to go about this, looking for means to go about this. So what would they do? How can they do this? They would have to, to brainstorm. It's a requirement. I want to increase my marketing campaign as a retail organization. I want to get to a wider audience. I want to increase my market share. I want to improve my visibility. I want to, and all these things are done, would get done for reasons like profit maximization and the likes. So as a business analyst, when you find yourself in such a place, for example, you have to come up with requirements that would provide value to your stakeholder as regards its problem, its pain point. I want to increase my market cap. I don't know how to do this. Probably I don't have the means. Probably he has the means. He's afraid of the risks, or probably there are no risks. So what you do when you come into an organization, you help them to build these requirements. First of all, you get these things from them, then you work on these requirements so you can provide value to them and meet those needs, those objectives that that particular solution, product, process, what have you, that the stakeholder has in mind to develop comes to light and comes to life. Then we also carry out the business analysis process. And this is a structured approach that we engage in to identify to analyze, and then we document our requirements. And a task that we must go through when we're going to talking about our business analysis processes in general has to do with planning. Then we'll brainstorm, we will go through certain lens to get some information on what we're designing, on what the problem statement is all about, on what the objective of our stakeholder actually is. Then when we've gotten those things, we document the requirements and we plan, we make further elicitations, we make analysis, solution analysis, requirement analysis, and the likes. And one key thing a business analyst does that we always do analysis is documentations. For every one requirement we work with, for everyone's solution we're trying to develop, for everyone needs we're trying to need, for all our processes, right from the initiation stage to the planning stage to the budgeting stage to the design stage to the implementation to the monitoring and control stage and maintenance stage and all what have you, we must document these processes so we'll know, okay, I'm still within time, and so we can measure milestones as regards our products or our projects we already engaged in. So we make proper, adequate documentation. We have an archival system or systems that we use as business analysts to document our requirements, which would always do when we validated or and how when we have we verify that this requirement, which could be solution requirement, what of you would meet or meets the expectation of our stakeholder or the business owner. And we majorly work with a Babok guide, like I said earlier, which is a business analysis body of knowledge. And it is a comprehensive guide that outlines the knowledge areas, the tasks, and the techniques that are essential for effective business analysis. The job of a business analyst is sweet, but tasking. You have to be at the top of your game. You have to work with these frameworks and multiple methodologies that have made available from Babok to that will bring about ease in your analysis, in your providing solution, meeting those needs for your stakeholders. To provide those value, you have to work with these frameworks. So the Babok guide provides a framework for business analysts to follow. And this will always ensure that there's consistency in your processes. There's consistency in your output. There are consistencies in your input. There are consistencies in all the things you do. So the quality of your job, of your solution can be constant. So that's what we work with to ensure that we always get the best and meet the needs of our customers as desired. And okay, we're going to be talking now. Let me introduce you again to the sub roads that are related, that are cousins and family members to business analysis. So when you're becoming a business analyst and quote, or when you want to do analysis, when you want to transition into business analysis, you would work. You could work in various attain various roles in an organization. You're not limited to just one aspect. So you could come in to fill a particular role or designation in an organization, but generally, all we do same thing. Generally, we work with the same framework, with the same guide and the likes. So if you come into this field or you join me in this field as the field of business analysis, and you want to become a business analyst, these are some of the job roles and some of the designations for you. One, you could function as a business process analyst, where you specialize in analyzing and improving business processes to enhance efficiency and drive effectiveness. I could come up to you and say, okay, I want something that would help reduce the churn rate in my organization. I want you to help me come up with a solution that will help me satisfy my customers already complaining about our processes. Probably they complain about the reduction of the TAT turnaround time. We spend too much time. I want to check out from your on your site, but it will take me from Jerusalem to Jericho down to Abuja here in Nigeria. If I get to make these payments on your platform, I'm not comfortable as a customer. I'm not that comfortable as a user. Okay, for us at the back end, this is what we experience. And then you walk up to a business analyst and say, okay, I want these processes to be improved. I want it to be seamless. I want it to be a 2 minute process. And when the user does this and that, they're okay with it. So you could function as a business process analyst where you analyze and you improve businesses and the processes of businesses to enhance efficiency and effectiveness while you meet the needs of your stakeholders and also you provide value. Then you should also work as a data analyst. Here you will focus on analyzing and interpreting data to inform business decision making and strategic analysis, but you need data, good amount of data to make informed business decisions that could increase sales, increase profitability, that could increase the deployment of apps, and so many things. You could also work as a system analyst, and while you're doing so, you could analyze and design information systems that would meet business requirements. And if you want to delve into these, you're majorly going to be working with as an IT business analyst, majorly with software development teams. So you develop apps, websites, and the like. So you'll be part of those who be into IT majorly to the software industry as a systems analyst. Then we have another sub role again, the requirements analyst. So you work closely with stakeholders to elicit, get information from them. What do you want? Okay, what are you currently experiencing as in your business as a stakeholder? So what are your pains? What are the pain points? What's your current state? And what do you really want to happen? What do you want as a future state? What are the things you would want to see to improve, to work on in your business? Yeah, as a requirement analyst, your job role is to get stakeholders to tell you the things they need, then you document them, you manage these requirements for future purposes and references. It could be for IT projects, be for system implementations, it could just be for anything. But your role is to always make sure that there's adequate archival systems for your requirements and for every information that you're gathering. Then we also have another sub role, a business process modeler. Yeah, we specialize in creating visual representations of business processes. We will be making use of model diagrams, modeling techniques, such as the BPMN, your business process model, and notation. Yeah, you would help work as a business process modeler. Your key function is to help stakeholders visualize and understand how processes work. And then you identify areas for improvement, check the test cases and all the likes. So, okay, this should go, this should stay. Okay, this should stay, but let's update this feature in an application. Okay, let's work on this process. So this could be less painstaking for the staff. So this could be less painstaking for our customers and the like. So you bring about models, diagrams, use cases, test cases that will be used to justify your solution requirement that you're proposing to your stakeholder. Then another sub role is the domain analyst. Here you will become a specialist in specific industries or domains, field of studies. You could just base the analysis on the finance sector, could be on the healthcare sector, could be on the retail sector, could be on the FCMG sector, FMCG, as the likes may be. It could be on the supply chain and logistics sector. It could be anything. Could be in banking. So you just have to become a specialist in a particular field where you need to have deep knowledge of that industry in its unique challenges, or what are the things, the problems that we face in the healthcare industry in Nigeria, in Africa, in South America. What are the things that needs to be improved, the process that need to be improved? So how do we go about integrating artificial intelligence into medicine as an healthcare professional? How do I do away with manual registrations at the hospital and the likes? Okay, I want to automate these processes for ease, so customers at the comfort of their home could easily book appointments with doctors and the likes. So you'll be functioning as a specialist in a key area of expertise, where you provide the specialized expertise and your knowledge in business analysis within that particular domain. So you can see how vast business analysis is as a field of study. Then you could also become a business systems analyst. I love this part so much, guys. And this job role comes with combining elements of business analysis and systems analysis. So you work to understand business needs, and then you translate these needs into proper IT solutions. You develop them, the products, the services, what have you, and then you incorporate them in enhancing the functionality of processes. Could make processes become so swift, so seamless. You analyze both business processes and technical systems to ensure alignment between both. Because the key to everything we do in business analysis is, like I said before when we began this podcast now, is to meet needs, satisfy needs to stakeholders, and also to ensure what value. And you could also work as a product owner. And here you represent the voice of the customer. And I'm using an agile environment now because project management has actually evolved. Project management also has evolved, and so you could become the voice of the customer. You could become the voice of the users. You become the voice of other stakeholders in an agile environment, and you're responsible for defining and prioritizing features for development. So when you go get these requirements, okay, these are the things I need. These are what I need. Okay, I want you to develop a system for me that or a product for me online that when I log in, I would use either my email or my phone number to log in, then put a password. Then I should get let me say, okay, a notification from my mail and from my phone, regardless of which I use for my login. I should get a notification from my mail as well as my phone to log in. That should be one of the security checks or what have you that should be deployed in that particular system. And when I do that, okay, then it should take me to another page where I would an home page that would give me all the details of the services you render. And when I click on them, I could get further details, including the pricing or what have you. So you are the product owner. Your job is to ensure that these requirements that have been written out, that has been documented, are met. So you could actually satisfy the needs of your customers who are also stakeholders. Then you could also function as a quality analyst, where you focus on ensuring that IT solutions meet quality standards and fulfill business requirements. Here you develop test plans, user cases, you conduct testings, and work with IT development teams to identify and resolve defects. Should there be any, probably you identify those before deployment or after deployment. So your job is to ensure that these things are rectified. These errors are rectified. When we find them, we will get to see them. So you can see how vast the world of business analysis is. You could function in several organizations. You are needed in several businesses. You're wanted. You're so important to your nation as a business analyst because you're providing solutions, answers, you're satisfying needs, you're meeting demands, you're creating value, you're a change maker, a value adder to every organization, in a business, what have you. So I want to encourage you. We'll be talking more again subsequently. So I want to encourage every one of us to see these are some of the things you get to enjoy when you do business analysis. It's not just all about it's not limited or tied to a particular field, as you can function everywhere in so many places. You can do a lot of things, so much more. You know, businesses of today actually wants to satisfy needs. They want to play the competitive game better, and if they are to do so, then they will need that person, those people that could actually aid them in doing these things effectively, that could help them in building these processes effectively. So I'll be stopping here for today, and I want to encourage you. We still have lots and lots to talk about. Like I showed you a table of content and outline. In our next podcast, we'll be talking about requirements planning, design, enterprise analysis, and the like. So I want to keep a date with us, go through our channels, subscribe, always follow us. So we will encourage you as a people to join us into the world of business analysis. Come and be a member. Come and be a part of the family. We need you because we know there are so many opportunities that are out there, so many businesses that are out there that actually needs our services. And that's why we want more people to come into this particular field. I want to say thank you again for joining us here at Winning Up. We love you and we're so happy that you're part of the family. See you next time. Have a blessed time.